Even though BlockFi told me that I cannot withdraw any money. Last night on November 11th, I did try and I put in a request to withdraw my money, and of course it's pending. And I just want to tell you what I had to go through to even request a withdrawal with this company. Because it wasn't just like click and try to withdraw. There's certain limitations. I had to go through this KYC, which is why, because you have my name, my address, I use your credit card, you have my bank account that's linked here. Why did you have me do a KYC? And it wasn't just put in your name, put in your address. Guys, they had me scan my face and talk into the camera in order to verify my identity to even just put a request to move the money. And the funniest thing, that I couldn't even move the money directly to my bank account. I had to move it to another exchange, which I use, which I still trust, I guess. And the funny thing, they put in so many limits. Now, when I had to put the money from my bank to BlockFi, it was like this, right? You put in the USD, and the funny thing is that it gets automatically converted to a coin of your choice, to a stable coin of your choice, USDT, GUSD, which is Gemini, which is what I wanted to get the interest rate on. So about 2 years ago, when I opened my BlockFi account, I put in $10,000. Now, guys, from the start, I knew that was a risky investment. It might go to zero, so I only used 1% of my total investment portfolio or my total like asset value. I never play with more than 1% on one specific risky asset, because when you decide to gamble on something, you should expect it to go to zero eventually, and that is what I did. I never put more than $10,000 because that equals to 1% of my total asset value of everything I own minus all my liabilities. So I put in $10,000 and it gets converted automatically to GUSD, just like this, in a second. So I gave them the real money, which is backed by the government, and they turned it into play money, GUSD. Fine. And I was earning interest in this interest account here. You see, now it says zero. Now it says zero, but before it said about like 11,320 dollars, something like that. Now it says zero because, and I'll tell you why it says zero in a second. So I was earning interest on that, and everything was fun and dandy. As you could see, total interest paid is actually almost $1,300 in just under 2 years of me keeping the money in there. So after all this news broke out, obviously I wanted to see if, they said you can withdraw it, but I wanted to withdraw it. So what I did was I had to move money from this interest account, which is not an option anymore for new people to open this interest account. I had to move the money from my interest account to the wallet account. And the funny thing is, once you move the money from the interest account to the wallet account, you will not be able to put any more money into this interest account. So I had to go to here and I had to click transfer, and you see over here it says once you transfer funds out of the interest account, you will not be able to transfer them back in. Yes, I knew it, but your company is going bankrupt, it's going insolvent, more likely. Okay, there's a very small chance this company might come back because the entire consumer confidence is just completely ruined. Even if this company does come back and they say, hey, everything is okay, most people will withdraw their money and it will fail that way. So that will probably not happen. It would be nice if they do that in order to kind of give people their money back. That would be really, really nice. But again, it is unlikely. There's a bunch of scammers running this thing, never to be trusted again, right? So I clicked on continue transfer. And I transferred all the Bitcoin that I had and all the GUSD that I had into my regular wallet. And this is the wallet here. And as you can see, the value is $11,720. Now, this is everything that I had. So these are all the reward points that I received in Bitcoin from using the BlockFi credit card, and as well as the interest that I earned from the interest account. As you can see, total interest is $1,300. That means I earned about $420 in Bitcoin from my credit card purchases, because I did use this credit card quite a lot. So I was really happy how I was getting a lot of points in Bitcoin, but it's unfortunate because what's the point? Now it's locked up. Let me just go over what credit card here is. They still want me to pay this $959 balance, even though I cannot purchase new things. With this credit card, I still have points on it. I don't know what's going to happen to that. It is a good credit card. It worked pretty much everywhere, but so shocked, so disappointed that I will probably never gain access to this money ever again. And of course, now let's take a look at the most important thing is this wallet. So now all the money went into this wallet that I have. So as you can see, Gemini USD, GUSD, $11,309, in Bitcoin around $410. Now from this wallet, I should be able to transfer money anywhere I want, right? To a hard wallet or to another exchange. I chose it to move it to Bitstamp, which is one of the exchanges I've been using for 7 years and have yet to fail me, but now I'm getting a little fuzzy about it. But I moved it to Bitstamp first because that was the easiest way for me to move it. To move it over there. Now, the funniest thing here, guys, if you click on withdraw, okay, let's pick GUSD here, right? GUSD here, guys. That's what I did when I tried to move the money back to my bank account, right? So remember how easy it was to move the money from the bank account to here and it just automatically gets converted to the stable coin? Well, if I choose a destination, my bank account, there's a $50,000 minimum. Guys, there's a $50,000 minimum to use a wire transfer. So why is it that when I go from bank to the exchange, it's very, very easy, all right? Took like 30 seconds to convert dollars into the stable coin. But when I want to move it back, I need a $50,000 minimum and I can't move it. Why doesn't it get converted back to the dollars and back to the bank? Red flag right away. So the only option I had was the cryptocurrency wallet. And I did all this. I did this for both the Gemini USD, all that, thing that's worth nothing, one-to-one peg, fake, right? Whatever. And I did this whole thing here. And I did this for GUSD for about $11,309. And I did the same thing with Bitcoin. I moved it to another exchange, Bitstamp, which has an address. So to my surprise, it let me do it. But guys, the things that I had to go through, all right? Now, let me just tell you this because, first of all, when I requested to move the funds of BlockFi, they didn't just let me do it. I had to verify my information, right? Okay, BlockFi, you have my account, my bank account number, which I funded the money to put into your scammy platform to begin with. I have a credit card with you. I moved money multiple times. So you know my address, okay? And you know my name. You pretty much know everything, just like a real bank. The only difference between you and the bank is that you're not FDIC insured and you're very intellectually dishonest people. Both FTX and BlockFi, obviously. So I literally, and I thought, okay, fine, maybe I have to put my name, my address. But that wasn't it. It took me about 10 minutes to verify my information in order to even request a withdrawal. So they had to send me a link to my phone and I had to speak into my phone, okay, in order for them to verify my voice. And I had to take a picture like this, and I had to move my head left and right. And on top of that, I had to take a picture of the front and back of my driving license. And I had to do it for the Bitcoin, and I had to do it for the Gemini, just to request a withdrawal. Just literally just to request it. It didn't even go through. Okay? So that's what I had to do. And here's my transaction history, guys. And let me just show you. I'm just going to go all the way to where this whole started. Let's go all the way back to 2020. All the way back. Here we go, man. So as you could see, I started with $2,500, added another $1,000. Wanted to see how it goes. Got a nice interest, added another $1,500 to make it $5,000. And then a couple of months later, I said, hey, what the hell? Let me put another $5,000 in. Now, everything was great because I was getting rewards in Gemini and GUSD. And I believe this is around the time that I opened my BlockFi credit card as well. And I was getting some Bitcoin rewards. So you see, the whole thing for the past 2 years has just been going up, 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 up. Credit card rewards, dum, dum, dum. Now, as you can see, this transaction here is me transferring from my investment account into the wallet. And so is this. I moved the Bitcoin from my investment account to the wallet, right? So I had to do that. And then this is my transfer request right over here, okay? As you could see, there's a $25 fee to withdraw it, but I did request 11,284 in terms of GUSD to be moved out of here, and this whatever Bitcoin that is right over here. If you open it, it tells you destination of my address. Now, estimated delivery November 15th. Okay, well, I did everything. I confirmed my identity, everything. November 15th. I don't know if this will, look at this, look at the fee, $25. This is worse than going to the bank. Like, this is the exact same thing as going to the bank and doing a wire transfer. I thought crypto is supposed to be cheaper, right? More efficient. This is all a scam, guys. That is why I only put 1% of my total value into this, and my actual crypto investment does not consist of this. Okay, the only things that I truly believe in is Bitcoin and possibly Ethereum. That is why I own a decent amount of Bitcoin and a decent amount of Ethereum on my Trezor cold storage wallet, and I'm never touching it for another 30 years, even if it goes to zero or if it goes to $1 million. This, I was hoping. I gained confidence with BlockFi because when Celsius went under, BlockFi survived. So I thought, hey, listen, BlockFi was actually working with SEC to comply with the regulations. That is why they got rid of their interest account, that you weren't able to open a new account. I was happy. I was like, hey, listen, man, I got on this early. I was able to keep my interest account and, get like 7.5%, whatever it was, on there for the past 2 years. And, little did I know they actually borrowed money from FTX, which I never used personally, right? But I saw it, right? When I did my stock evaluations, my technical analysis on other crypto, you could pick which exchange you want to use for the evaluation, and I usually used Binance or KuCoin, stuff like that. I did see something called FTX, but I never used that. I never knew what it is. So I didn't know it was going to affect me directly, but unfortunately it did. There's a lot of bad players in crypto. They claim it's decentralized. They claim it's, it's the new thing. It's the new finance. Unfortunately, it's not. There's a reason why, banks are the way they are now, because this was happening to the banks pretty much the whole, 100 years ago. There's always someone who tries to game the system. They come out with millions and billions to their name. Meanwhile, the investors get wrecked, so to speak. So in conclusion, guys, there's like probably a 1% chance I'll ever see this money again. Officially BlockFi hasn't gone bankrupt just yet. However, closing the usage of credit card, not allowing withdrawals, and still requesting to pay the credit card is pretty much the signs of bankruptcy. And we'll probably, if you are in BlockFi, you'll probably never see the money again. However, we could keep hopeful. If BlockFi is the real deal and they were actually working with the SEC, there is a possibility, a small one, but there's a possibility that they may get some sort of money, or they may get access to the money that FTX owned them, and then maybe they will return their money to their investors. However, the interesting thing is that I do want to keep you guys updated. updated if my this transfer request will go through in about 3 days. We'll see how it goes. I will make another video if it goes or if it doesn't go. And there's also a few financial YouTubers which I would like to call out, the very big ones, who some of them claim that they had pretty much all of their crypto on BlockFi, which is probably not true, or they probably got their money back just because of their standing with their company. So I'll be making a few videos about that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, very, very bad news, but make sure you stay strong. Hopefully you didn't put more than 1% of your investment money into this, as if it was a super high risk investment. If you would like to invest the right way, make sure you subscribe and like my channel, and check out my real estate investing and Fundrise investing playlist linked in the description below. There's actually a platform that I use for a lot of my crowdfunding real estate investments called Fundrise, and for the limited time only, if you sign up using the link in the description, they will give you a $50 bonus. Check it out. It's called Fundrise. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.